Some places just have that feeling. The moment you find them, you know you've stumbled across something special. I'm talking about a blinker spot, of course. Welcome to another episode of Top 10 Blinker Spots. And today, we're diving into the legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. So hoist the sails and join me on a voyage across the Great Sea. From hidden islands to windswept shores, we're searching every corner of the ocean for the most memorable spots in all of Hyrule. If you enjoy the journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what game you'd like to see next. With wind in our sails, the sea is calling to us, so let's go. Our first port of call takes us to Great Fish Isle, where once stood a peaceful village. Now lies a clusterfuck of islands left behind by Ganon. You know, it's a sad sight to see, but you know the old saying, when one door closes, another one opens. And behind this door is our first blinker spot. Tucked away on the shoreline is this low-key little beach. The perfect place to kick back with the squad and enjoy a chill day by the sea. It's nice and quiet, and you can pretty much guarantee that this island probably won't have any visitors anytime soon. Take a few dips in the ocean, stretch out on the sand, and sheaf a couple fat rips while the waves roll in. Albeit a bit simple, Great Fish Isle has always had serious blinker spot potential in my mind. Sometimes you don't need anything fancy, just a quiet beach, some good company, and a place to relax. A classic spot that comfortably earns the number 10 spot. The Forsaken Fortress guards our number 9 spot, sitting all the way at the very top of the island. This blinker spot is more of a theoretical one, so you're gonna have to let me cook here for a second. Ganondorf's room struck me as potentially one of the greatest blinker spots in the entire game. However, since you never actually get the chance to look around and explore the area, I couldn't put it any higher. Just imagine the potential here. You already know Ganondorf was out here farming aura, looking out on the balcony, perhaps taking a couple evil blinkers. It's one of the coolest villain hideouts, but unfortunately, it's a short-lived one. Because after it's destroyed, the vibe just doesn't hit the same. But I hope you guys can agree why I gave it the number 9 spot on the list. Flying in on number 8, we have Mother and Child Island. Now getting here isn't exactly easy, as you're actually going to require a bit of knowledge about blowing fat clouds to even get here. But once you manage to make it in, you're greeted to a serene fountain home to the Fairy Queen and her boys. Inside this oasis, completely surrounded by massive stone walls, lies a chill vibe that makes you feel cozy enough to forget about all your worries and just take a moment to breathe. It's like a tiny little terrarium in here, or more like a big one, with its own ecosystem. I must admit, this spot may be a little simple, but coming here for some fat rips is absolutely worth it, since this island has a mystical and magical aura that you're not going to find on any other island, and that's why it earns the number 8 spot. We find our number 7 spot sailing on the open seas. As we begin our journey, we're given an opportunity to come aboard Tetra's ship and feel what it's really like to live free on the open seas. Like a true pirate! And hanging out with the crew and taking some pirate blinkers is an opportunity you won't want to miss. There's plenty of cool spots around the ship to chief away. My favorite spot has to be on the crow's nest, of course. The most piratey of all places on a pirate ship. And as you're taking the fattest of rips, feel the salty sea breeze spray against your face and hear the seagulls cry above you as you stand in awe of a horizon that's full of adventure for you. When you play this sequence in the game, you don't actually get to spend very much time aboard the ship, and it always left me wanting more pirate stuff in the game. Imagine if you could sail one of these guys. This part of the game was just super memorable and stood out to me, so I wanted to give it the number 7 spot on the list. Under the depths of the Great Sea, our beloved Hyrule Castle stands proudly amidst all the chaos unfolding on the surface. Somehow, it's remained almost completely untouched. Down here lies something the people of this flooded world can only dream of. Wide open fields, rolling hills, and towering mountains surrounding the castle, frozen in time beneath the sea. Hidden just behind the castle is our number 6 spot. What drew me here is the royal, pristine aesthetic. The castle gardens are lined with serene fountains that spill into a quiet reflecting pool, creating an atmosphere that's truly unlike anywhere else in the game. And this low-key might be the perfect place to bring a shotty for the blinker date, guys. And once you've dealt with all the goons inside the castle, there's arguably no safer place in all of Hyrule than this peaceful courtyard right here. The atmosphere here is incredibly unique. It's beautiful, mysterious, and almost surreal. This place makes you always wonder what life must have been like in this world before the flood. What Hyrule looked like before it disappeared beneath the waves. It's always a chill vibe when you come down here, and that's why it wins the number 6 spot. You can't make a Wind Waker video without Dragon Roost Island. This legendary island lands at our number 5 spot, and for good reason. Dragon Roost has no shortage of amazing places to chill out. It's home to some of the highest views in the entire game. Everywhere you look, you'll find quiet little nooks to cozy up in, or scenic perches with incredible views. But my favorite spot has always been right here on the main cliffside, next to Medley. She spends all day absolutely cooking on that harp, while we chill out, take a couple fatty rips, and soak in one of the greatest tracks in all of Zelda. Now I'll be honest, this place gets some bonus points for nostalgia. I mean, Dragon Roost Island is just straight up a classic location. The way that imposing and unmistakable silhouette emerges from the sea. Who wouldn't want to stop here for a couple blinkers? The vibe, the music, I think you guys can agree, Dragon Roost Island deserves the number 5 spot on the list. At number 4, we've got Link's Oasis, the cabana spot. Through all your hard work and adventures, you're finally rewarded with your very own private beach getaway. A tropical paradise that's yours alone. And that guy with the telescope. The cabana itself is cozy and stocked with all the comforts that you could ever ask for after a long journey. Right outside the cabana is the best seat in the house, with an incredible panoramic view of the ocean. This is the ideal spot to watch the sunset, take a couple blinkers, and just vibe out. After everything Link goes through, the hero deserves a vacation, and this whole island feels like it was made for one thing and one thing only: escaping the chaos for a bit and enjoying a peaceful island smoke sesh. You can't help but feel completely relaxed here, and that's why Link's Oasis takes the number 4 spot. The mystical Isle of Forest Haven hides our number 3 spot. The Great Deku Tree has always been there to help the hero throughout history, and this time's no different. He might look a little freaky in Wind Waker, but he's chill, and he's always down to spark one up, so pull up and vibe with that big fella. He's even got a natural water slide right out front that's always a blast to ride down. My favorite spots around here though are actually outside of the giant tree. All these little cliffs have crazy potential for some epic blinkers with an epic view. This spot kind of reminds me of one of those videos where you see the guys send it off the cliff in those death diving videos you see on Instagram. It's pretty badass. This cliff in particular is my pick for the number 3 spot. The whole island gives off nothing but warm, welcoming energy. Everyone here feels like your homie, making it one of the safest and coziest islands in the Great Sea. As a bonus, if you're feeling a certain kind of way, you could always go next door to the Evil Island, take a couple evil blinkers if that's your vibe. With all that being said, I hope you guys can agree why Forest Haven wins the number 3 spot. Coming in at number 2, we've got Windfall Island. Stopping at Windfall Island is like heading downtown to say hi to all the homies. It's really the closest thing we have to a proper town out here on the Great Sea, and it always feels cozy, wandering the streets and chatting with the locals. You don't have to look very hard to find a good place to kick back either. From the cafe to the classic windmill spot, you're spoiled for choice here. The more time you spend here, the more little nooks and cozy corners you'll keep on discovering. But as always, I like to keep it simple. Coming up here to the top of the town wall has always been my favorite spot on Windfall. At night, you come up here and rip a couple fatties, you stare up at the night sky and do a little stargazing. It's fucking chill, bro. Looks like homeboy already beat us to it. Can you really blame him? Who wouldn't want to live on this island and come up here every night just to take fat blinkers and look at the night sky with all the stars? Who wouldn't? With all that being said, I hope you guys can agree why Windfall Island earns that number 2 spot. And finally, at number 1, we've got Outset Island. Our journey comes full circle, ending right where it all began. This adventure across the Great Sea has shown us everything the world has to offer. Places beyond our wildest dreams, towering peaks, mysterious islands, and forgotten dungeons. But after a long adventure, every hero eventually longs for home. Outset Island is filled with blinker spots. You got the classic spot on the lookout tower, you got the cliff spot overlooking the sea, and there's plenty little cozy spots all around the island to get a low-key little sesh in. But my favorite spot has always been right on Grandma's porch, sitting out on the deck with nothing but the sound of the waves and the shoreline stretching out before you. There's no other place in the Great Sea that's gonna feel as cozy or warm as Grandma's house, and Grandma's been waiting for us to come home. She's already got that Puffco Peak Pro preheated and ready to rip, because at the end of the day, the best sessions aren't about the spot itself, they're about spending time with the people you love in a place that's full of memories. And once everyone's properly geeked, there's only one thing left to do: crawl into bed and get some well-earned rest after one unforgettable adventure. If you watched all the way to the end, just know you're a real one. If you didn't catch your favorite blinker spot in the video, let me know what it was in the comments. If you want to see more, make sure to check out my other videos too. As always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.